The chemistry of the Golden State Warriors is starting to look really damn good. Jimmy Butler, Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and then you bring in Al Horford. You bring back Gary Payton. I am in love with what this team looks like right now, and I kind of wanted to break down some film. First thing we're going to see is Big Al coming into the game. We're going to act like we're setting this screen to use Steph Curry to come off this and potentially just pull up a three, depending on what his defender Marcus Smart does. But what we do in actuality is we're going to fake come off this thing. Once Marcus Smart overcommits to getting over that screen, we bounce this thing back door, and Jimmy Butler says, okay, bet, easy pass, Steph Curry, wide open layup. That is just outsmarting your opponent, right? Everybody in the world knows that the Warriors and Steph Curry, they love to run this off-ball screen for Steph to get him an open three. Teams like to overcommit, and when you do, we got you with an easy backdoor, right? Now, again, we're going to break down a ton of film. I am excited for the Warriors this season. I am pumped for the Warriors this season. Drop me a comment down below. What seed do you think they finish in? And honestly, hit the like button. Subscribe for more Warrior content throughout the entirety of the season. If you guys want a part 2, let's get over 700 likes in this video. And let's dive into some film. I'm so excited. Now, the reason I love having Al Horford on this team, you know, compared to maybe a guy like Kevon Looney, who, don't get me wrong, I love Kevon Looney, but Al Horford adds a second level of versatility and a new dynamic to this offense when he's in the game. Now, again, compared to Looney, he can shoot the three ball, okay? So whenever you have a matchup you like, whether it's Jimmy, Steph, whoever it may be, right? If they can get leverage behind their guy, you're going to force the defense to rotate. But what teams like to do last year was take whoever Looney or whoever was guarding Looney and put him in the paint, right? As an extra body. But this year, you can't do that, and I'll show you why. As Jimmy Butler has the ball, right, the big kind of gets in the paint, and we kick. Now we have a good 3-4 yards of separation. I know it's not football, but you get what I'm saying. Al catches, he shoots, and he drains. You cannot give this team extra separation during these plays, because if you do, you're going to give up open threes. But if you don't, now we're going to start seeing more open shots to the basket for Jimmy, Steph, Kuminga, whoever else might want to get to the basket. Horford's going to be huge, man. I'm a big fan. Beautiful ball movement here to start off the game, by the way. I wanted to show you this play as Pods is driving into the lane, okay? The first thing we understand every single time we have leverage to the basket is you're going to draw some sort of rotation. Now, usually with rotation, you're going to see weak side, the defensive weak side, which is Luka at this point. He is the guy that's supposed to rotate over to stop the penetration into the paint. But because we have shooters everywhere, I know Jimmy Butler's not the best shooter in the world, but he's been getting better now that he's with Steph. We drive in, we draw 2 defenders, and now the defense is stuck in what we like to call a blender, where everyone's just out of sorts. They're not where they're supposed to be. We kick it, 0 closeout, and Jimmy Butler gets an easy 3 and drains that bad boy. Great job by Pods, generating the separation to the basket or the leverage to the basket, drawing weak side rotation, and finding an open shooter from 3. If this team can generate open looks, they are going to win a lot of games this year. I'm telling you right now, they will not miss too many threes. Here's a play where Draymond Green is able to manipulate defenders by using his eyes, and right here, we're going to act like we're going to hit Gary Payton, right? Basically just with the chest pass. But what Luka doesn't know is because he's looking at the basketball, he's trying to read the eyes of the ball handler in Draymond Green. He overcommits to the overhead pass, and now Gary Payton has a wide open lane to the basket, because not only is Gabe Vincent sitting here, you got Luka overcommitting to the passing lane, and then over here you got Ayton committing to the passing lane in the corner. Everyone else is at the 3-point line, which means the paint is wide open. We manipulate 2 defenders and find Gary Payton wide open for a dunk. You tell me. This offense is just outsmarting everybody. Monday Night Football is going to be amazing tonight, and I had a couple of picks for you guys, so we could potentially over 1,000x our money. With the sleeper app, I've been having so much fun using it, and guys, really quickly, if you use my promo code DUBS, they're going to give you a 100% match deposit with your first deposit, which means If you put in 100, they're going to give you 100 in bonus funds. I mean, just take that alone and use it, right? It's amazing. But let's go through some of my picks. I'm going to start off with Bijan. I like Bijan today to just get a lot of passes. I think Buffalo's going to go up early. So let's look at his line of 115.5 rushing and receiving yards. And I'm going to go more than just 100. I think he's going to catch the football a ton in this football game. I also like Josh Allen rushing, but I'm going to keep it at 25.5. Go more than 25. I think that's fair. The Chicago Bears run defense is not very good at all. We're going to go to rushing yards, and I'm going to put it at 50, more than 50 rushing yards. I think that's another one that's pretty fair, one more. I want to go Kyle Pitts. Darnell Mooney, I believe, is out today. I could be wrong, but 25 receiving yards more than I feel like is pretty fair. So Bijan, rush receiving, Josh Allen rushing, Jacory 50, Kyle Pitts 25 plus. I feel like that's fair. If you put 20, you can win 50. Obviously, you can put a lot more. I like playing really safe, but if you really want to go for the moon, you guys can. Let me know in the comments down below. And again, use promo code DUBS. Get that free match deposit. You'll get up to $100 on your first deposit. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Currently operational in about 25 different states. So make sure you guys check out Sleeper today. And again, code DUBS. They brought out this small ball lineup with Jimmy, Pod, Steph, Kuminga, and Draymond. And I feel like the Lakers just had zero answer, right, to start off this third quarter. No answer at all. So right here, we're setting this back screen. Once again, they're top locking. So Gabe Vincent overcommits to getting over that screen. But what that does is give Steph Curry a lane to the basket. But if it doesn't give the lane, what it does is create rotation from the defense. Again, what do we call it? A blender. Okay, the defense is stuck in this endless amount of rotation, and it sucks. It truly sucks, right? So what happens is as Steph is driving to the basket, he creates kind of like a stopgap for DeAndre Ayton. He's got to play that gap. And then you even get weak set rotation by Luka, right? So now Kuminga is dropping back. Obviously, Ayton's got to play the roll or the cut to the basket by Steph. So now we kick out, and now we have so much separation. Kuminga puts this thing up, and he drains it. Kuminga was amazing in this game. Had some really good shots. And man was at a big one, only up by 1 starting the second half. And that was a big shot. Another great play by Kuminga here. Wanted to give him some credit. This was right before halftime. We're driving into the lane. We see the defense start to stagger. And they're going to do what we call send a fire. Okay? What is a fire? It's essentially a blitz or a double team from the top of the key. Which means as we're driving in, we notice Luka is sending that fire, sending that double team, leaving Pods open. Now, because he left Pods open, now we have what? Couple of yards of separation here where now Luka has to run him off the three-point line. So he overcommits off the line. And Pods is able to pump, get him up in the air, sidestep a three, and drain it. Again, great play by Kuminga, noticing the fire, finding the open guy, and getting them to overcommit. And then giving the Warriors a wide open shot. Now, this wouldn't be a Warriors video if I don't put a more Steph Curry in it. So wanted to get another shot, and this one's in transition. Look at how we run the lane. We are going to overload the right side of the floor. We're going to cut someone to the basket, get someone to the corner, and just have Steph fill the lane perfectly, right? Now, why does that matter? Because they just don't have enough guys. You see Marcus Smart picking up the ball here. We are rolling him to the basket. Let's get Reeves out of there. And now we have a 1 or a 2-on-1 situation here. Who are you going to pick up, Rui? Are you going to pick up the corner man? Or are you going to pick up Steph Curry, the deadliest shooter in the game? Right? Ever to play the game. He plays the middle. We kick to Steph. And Steph has the separation. Puts up a quick 3. Easy money. Great transition offense there by the Warriors. Shot by Buddy Hield. Swing the ball to the top of the key. Right, out over to Buddy, and look at how much again, you cannot give the Warriors this much separation. You are going to get beat every single time down the floor. Like, what is this defense? We got to be pressing up. I know there's a little bit of a mismatch with Ayton and Buddy Hield. The Buddy wants to shoot, trust. He wants to shoot the ball. We kick. He doesn't hesitate. Love the confidence. Pull up deep 3. Drains it. Come on, man. Defense got to be better if you're the Lakers. Guys, I am going to end the video here. I know there's still a lot more to break down, but if you guys want that part 2, just do me a favor by hitting the like button, subscribing to the channel if you haven't already done so yet. It is free, doesn't cost anything, and again, we will post another video tomorrow if you guys want one. Let me know who or what you want me to break down, and I'll see you guys then. Peace.